Yippee! Hello! How do we do this? We do it? Nope. Is it? Wow, we did it! Oh, that's abrasive. Hello! Hi out there! Welcome! I'm Uncle Matt. Your Wonder Master. Is that Tobias and Hannah I see out there? Is that Parker and Orlando? Is that Auntie Tara? You guys. Hi, welcome to another live stream. It's so wonderful to have some people waiting in the audience already. Welcome. Hello. I've run out of time. I didn't even dry my hair. It is still wet. I didn't put on any eyeliner. Look at that. I'm like Pamela Anderson. I didn't even shave. It's like looking exactly. It's like watching Pamela Anderson live stream for everyone. But it's good to have a shower. It's good to be clean. Good to go pee in the potty. All right. This pirate. All right. Yarr. Aye. This pirate be so far behind. All right. What am I gonna do? How is this? Make our own sound effects as always. Where's my face? I guess not that everyone needs it. There we are. Ooh. We're back. All right. Well, enough messing around. It's gonna take enough messing around just to get started here. How's everybody out there? How are you? Doing good? I've seen recently some people had some awesome Halloween findings, some discoveries, some adventures. They've hobby horse in the corner, and you never mind that. You can see that? That's Petunia. That's Petunia down there. And she's not a hobby horse. Thank you very much. She's a career horse. Her life is being horse. I think she's got new batteries. I've also got this little sweet pea here. I've got a little birdie down below me. I was quite intrigued. Hi, Petunia. This is Petunia. Sorry, I'm trying to load some stuff here, but it's taking a while, so I guess I'll introduce you to Petunia. This is my Petunia horse. Been through a few shows with me. I've ridden her around the... Not the only one who likes Petunia. Hello, Sweet Pea. Oh, hello, everybody. Now we've got the menagerie happening. Petunia, and this is Sweet Pea. Pets, my buddy. You don't want pets on the camera. That's fair. Oh, it's no. He's got strong boundaries. That's acceptable. All right. Well, Clip Studio Paint has loaded up here. Oh wait, I was gonna play Petunia, but is this gonna scare the bird? Mute this. I'm gonna. Sorry, buddy. I'm gonna get a copyright. That's enough, Petunia. That's enough. Whoa, girl. Whoa. I didn't know I was gonna play a 3-minute song. There's other songs, but you get the picture. We'll maybe have a Petunia sing along later. All right. Sorry, bird. Sorry, everybody. Summon. Come. Summon. Sweepy. All right. Ah! Hi, Cosmo. Levile. Sweet Pea, Petunia, Sweet Pea need to be characters in War Worlds. Oh God, I already have enough time even starting anything with too many. Oh goodness. I don't. Captain Jack is rad. I mean, I did. Oh, I guess I did a thing. I did, are you talking about like social medias? I had to get that stuff off. Just all caps. Cap lock. Okay, let's get to this. Let's do some drawings. I feel bad. I haven't done anything in 25 minutes already. It's maybe 8 minutes, but whatever. So what I want to do is do some maybe like TCG stuff, but who knows? Who knows? Oh, there's no music here again. There we go. I'm dancing to my own music. Doots. Probably pretty loud. That's alright. Well, thank you, Hannah. Yes, Petunia and 3P might be distant characters in Warp Worlds. I know what Kooky is. That was the original pigeon that inspired us to get Sweet Pea. Alright, what am I doing here? What are we doing? I was going to load some card. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Basically, what I was thinking is just trying to like refine some of our cards here. So Parker Orlando out there, we're making a game. We're making a card game where we can play cards with like different characters and creatures and different little monsters and knights and warriors and space aliens and pirates. Arrgh. Actually, Tobias in the chat has had some awesome suggestions for some pirate stuff recently. Or some possible pirate stuff. I sort of went the pirate route, but they were saying sort of market and trade world kind of things. I am actually trying to do something here, so you guys are just going to stare at this blank screen forever, but we should just do some warm-ups while we're trying to get things started here. Manage works. This is what we want. Open, I say. Software starting. Please wait. What kind of, if you're out there, what kind of characters does everybody like? Do you guys like pirates? Do you like knights? Do you like, I don't know, princesses? Do you like motorcycle warriors? Here we got Brant the Breeze Lancer. Alright, so this is just one of my recent cards that I guess I was working on. It doesn't really, this is actually a pretty complex card to get started with. But basically what I was going to try and do is see how we can maybe work with some of these card templates and maybe make some art. And maybe a card. What I wanted to make was L. Here we go. L for layer. I thought it'd be cool if we could make a card that was like based on something altogether. I was gonna do like a community card, like the Blandia Cactus Gecko, but pigeon characters. Ah, Sarah's in the house. Good to see you again. Last stream's been in a while. Yeah, it's been a while. EP equals Luke. Petunia equals Epona. Epona? Is it Eponia? How do you say it? Does it have a Epona? Oh, I don't know. Never really thought about that when you read these things. But I like that. That's actually pretty funny. Good to see you too, Saren. And thanks for joining. Yeah, it's been a while. I've been pretty busy with rehearsals and with the show and stuff. So what I think I'm going to do here is copy this. Oh, it is already copied. We're going to copy it again. Yo. And we're going to turn some of this stuff off because it's just too distracting with all this jazz. So these are all like the random layers I've got of all the different stuff, so this is going to get pretty clunky. I could probably get rid of a bunch of these things, but first of all, I don't know. Well, let's turn off some of these widths for now, because we don't need to see all this junk. Where is this? This? Or that? Excuse me. Maybe that. focus on some of this more blank art area. We will be coming to see the show at the end of the month sometime here. Sweet! Down in the Calgarian area. For that matter, if you need tickets, I'm not sure how many comps I can wrangle up because I've kind of already given my comps to peeps, but I think I can definitely get you staffers and all of that. So let me know, yo, if you have a specific day you want to come. We can hook you up. Where should I try and draw this? Do I even have an art spot? It doesn't really matter because I don't really have a plan yet. Do we have a plan? I guess essentially, Tobias, you're the one who's actually played this game. Is there anything specific that you think we should or shouldn't do or cut? I don't know. I gotta move forward, you know? You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta start making some games here. Why is this not writing on this? Why am I not drawing? Why you no draw? There we draw. Let's start with just some doodling. What were we talking about earlier? What kind of pigeon characters? We can do that. Except, what is taking so gosh darn long? Well, Kooky is a pigeon character. We could make a Kooky card. Kooky card! Oh man, this is laggy. Very laggy. No, I'm not sure how well this is gonna draw. This is making weird lines. Like, maybe we'll have to draw it on a different thing altogether. And then just import it. Yeah, this ain't gonna work. After all that, do not save. Let's draw on this. That's better. Alright, well, let's draw some pigeon characters and then we'll see. We can talk about some cards and how we can incorporate them into some of their skills. Kooky was supposed to be a sort of an interdimensional. Hi, buddy. I hear you hooting over there. You okay? Sort of like an interdimensional bird creature of some sort. They've gone through a few different iterations, but they're sort of pigeon inspired. We will. Usually if they're long curly tongue, I don't know. And they've got sort of four things. They've usually got one and two with the middle ones missing because the actual Kooky that is based on had two missing middle tail feathers, so the news and paper job. It's not entirely impossible. I've been playing with the idea that maybe they've got just one leg, or that you only ever see one, but maybe they've got another one tucked in there. Who knows? Or we could still just give them two. Bloop! Worst leg ever. Let's start with one. Like this eye could almost be bigger. Well. How, yeah, you guys had a nice nice Halloween haul. If, Parker and Orlando, are you guys out there? Did you guys go trick-or-treating? Did you get lots of candy? Did you have fun? I didn't get to go trick-or-treating this year because I was playing a pirate. Yarr. Not that kind of pirate. Not a yark. Well, there's a little bit of yarring, but a little more. You guys know because you guys saw it 2 days ago. What? Wow, maybe I somehow missed that on some other chat. Was this the same creature that I was talking about with the foot being a sheath, having 2 legs inside their body? I don't know if I remember that at all, so no, it's not, but that's crazy. That's pretty cool. So what is it? Foot being a sheath, and then their 2 legs inside their body. Like, I don't even know. So they... Like their foot is just, like their foot is empty itself? And like their legs go into it? I don't understand. I don't understand what I mean. The foot is a sheath. And then their legs, 2 legs inside their body. That they move the leg muscle into and put off as they get tired. Oh, bye! Thanks for watching. Sorry it wasn't that great at the beginning. We'll try to make this more entertaining off the top. Bye, Park Orlando, if you're still there. Thank you. Bye, Auntie Tara. They're okay. Yeah, it's a hollow bone that they move the leg muscle into, but off as they get tired. Wow, I have a hard time. Hollow bone. Is it like they're like a stationary kind of creature then? So they only like... Oh, maybe I was starting to remember what you're talking about. But like... So their bone stays in, but then they move their... What do they put? Like their meat inside their bones to like pick it up and move after? And they're like, let's roll. Let's get these bone sticks out of here. I'm not sure I understand, but I'm trying to because I think it seems like a cool concept, but I'm trying to figure out. So like, like an exoskeleton, I guess. Like they're hollow bones. So like, I mean, I'm not gonna draw all the foot bones, but I mean, they wouldn't have foot bones anyways. I guess they probably have almost like, like crab, almost like crab claws or something, so that they're like meat goo could go in and out, I guess. So then like goes in and like retracts, I guess. I don't know. Kind of go up in there, down, and they can like start walking. I don't know if that's sort of what you mean, or but I'm trying to think like. Yeah, I know. I like the idea of too. It's kind of like trying to play creator here, just like how how biologically would that make any sense? But it does make sense because there's literally creatures like that. That's the thing. Again, where it's like, that doesn't make any sense. And then it's like, well, but that's what a crab is. It's goo in a hollow bone. Some sort of functioning goo meat. Like, it barely has muscles. It's like, I don't know, it's bizarro. Well, so far we've accomplished some good stuff here like this, some world building. Well, we didn't go too much into the card stuff, but that's okay. What were we doing? Pigeon King. You can think about some card stuff. I just wish that other card template would work, but it's not gonna work. Live streaming, there's just too many text elements and things, so making cards live is gonna be tough unless I just use my camera or something and then I film the process. But anyhow, lesson learned. But we can still talk about card stats and ideas, and I can incorporate them after, I guess. At least for this one. Cookie should have big, bright orange eyes usually. How are you doing out there, Saren? If you're still out there, man, you've been just killing it. I didn't quite get the chance to check out the next few page outlines. I think I saw a post about it, and then I didn't just really get to look at the art. But I think you've got another page 2 and 3 coming for Rabbit Kick, which is awesome. Saren in the chat. I don't know where the chat is on your screen in this general area. Is a comic writer and world builder and all of that as well, and got a couple comics in the works right now, and one of the new comics is Rabbit Kick, and so far it's, I think, if I'm saying that right, hopefully, and yeah, it's got some pretty rad art already, man. It's like very cinematic. It looks like it's at least at the beginning is based on some wrestling themed characters, some like not wrestling like, well, wrestling, but like Mexican wrestling. I keep thinking Cuba Libre. It's rum and coke. Why can I not think of the term? You get it. Oh, I must be riffing how falcons attack. When they fly around, they retract their muscles and hit the creature in the head with the bone as they fly by. Falcons. Is that what? Is that like an actual falcon thing? Oh, they fly around. They retract their muscles and hit the creatures in the head with the bone as they fly by. That's crazy. I didn't think of that, but that would actually work good for the Dustwing Falcons. But some sort of how would that work? Like they do that like retractable business. It should be more teal, but excuse me. This is so hard to color on this. Like this whole thing gets so weird. Oh, not super laggy actually today. I did reset everything before we got started here, hoping that things would work a little nicer. Cookie. Alright. Anyhow, basically what I would like to do is I just feel like I like exploring and or building worlds and stuff like that. I'm trying to figure out like what the next sort of step is here, what the next phase of how we can kind of build this into something viable. Get some beta cards going or something. Trying to figure out how that's gonna work. Boop bloop. Falcons dive bomb their prey and smash the creature's skull with their feet as they fly by at 200 kilometers an hour. What? I know that. That's crazy. I know they've, I guess, yeah. That's nuts. Well, there we go. Now I think we've decided we should work on some Dustwing Falcon attacks or wits, because I don't think we have a Dustwing Falcon card yet, but they are going to be a sort of a major wild thing near the beginning in Blandia, so it's a good thing there we go, brainstorming, wonderstorming. So what is that? Dive bomb? Like, yeah, something like that would be great, like dive bomb, or because they're Dustwing Falcon, so I was thinking again, it's get the Poke Police after us, but it's pretty standard bird attack is to do some sort of whirlwind or sand thing. So, but basically they were gonna do like a Dustwing thing where they flap their wings and like a bunch of dust comes out of them, which happens if you've ever owned a pigeon. But I don't know if falcons have the same level of dust that pigeons do, but it's a pretty fun attack. So Dustwing Falcon, let's think. Looks like a 6. We go one of their wits. I'm like dive bomb, skull smash. Skull smash seems a little too intense off the top. Skull smash seems something like some creature in Primalus, which is like the prehistoric, more dinosaur world. Skull smash. Dive bomb's a pretty cool name. But yeah, man, I don't know. Tobias, and Sarah in the chat have both at least somewhat played or understood the game, and like, this is where I'm at the point of like, I don't know what to do or change about it, so we're just gonna keep moving forward with how it's sort of built, and then I guess we'll tweak it as it goes. But like, at this point it's like, well, I've done the thing and it's worked, I guess. So, oh yeah, by the way, I'm drinking beer. Am I allowed to drink beer online? I think so. It's Pabst Blue Ribbon. This is not sponsored by them. It's mediocre price for a mediocre taste. It's pretty cool. They got some art on here. We are proud to present the design of Patricia Taylor. Pretty cool. It's got like six-eyed goat being. I don't know, it's pretty hard to tell with all the reflection probably, but it's rad. Well, that's empty. That's sad. We'll have to put us on a thing. Yeah, dive bomb. I think would be pretty cool as one of their wits, and then their second wit will have to be some sort of like, might just be Dustwing. Dust Cloud, Dust Tornado, Whirlwind, Dust Flap, Wing Dust, video on Messenger as reference. Fun fact, falcons are designed inspiration, behind stealth bombers, I believe. Yeah, that seems about right. I think I might have heard that. Yeah, falcons are nuts. I think peregrine falcons are the fastest animal on the planet. Now I'm watching peregrine falcon stuff while we're live. We do what we want. But seriously, I do want to make these a little more dip. With this like GTA music while this peregrine falcon smashes another bird. Wow! Like he's a dust trail, just blows the thing out of the sky like a missile. Hamma says Talon Tornado. It's too late. You've already put Hamma. Talon Tornado. Oh, that's fierce. Love it. Done. That's wicked. That's almost cooler than you should be. I'm kind of curious if I should give that to them as if they get warped or they turn it to like a warped version. That's so good. Talon Tornado. I'll definitely use that. So, what am I doing? What is happening? Why are you not at work? I feel like that has to be like... Oh, it's so fierce. I can't write. Because, like, again, all the creatures, essentially, basically everything, creatures and even constructs and stuff, can be warped by the woos. So, at some point, the goal was to have, like, each thing have its, like, second warped version. Talon Tornado would be so cool for, like, I'm trying to think of how that would even, like, Dustwing Falcon just turns into this ridiculous, like, it's just like talons and wings and feathers and just like, oh, she. This probably look a lot better if I didn't write it. I just used text. I think it'd be pretty cool if it was like warped by the woos and it's just like maybe it even has like the eyeballs. Looks like an angel, like a biblical angel. Could use its tail to generate electrical currents if you wanted something elemental. Ooh, I like that. Not sure I will go too elemental with Dustwing, but I like the tail generating electric currents. Definitely won't work for something. I was thinking even something like Oceanica, but that's almost maybe too typical. But Wonderverse. But Talon Tornado could actually be kind of electrical if we almost wanted to as well. Maybe it could be like wind and Fulmina. This looks like crap, but get the gist. I promise I can't sort of draw sometimes. Who am I trying to prove? What have I got to prove? Maybe I don't. I don't need to draw. Well, anyways, it's not about that. It's about creative expression. Games, having fun, connecting with people. But also, I want to draw good, and this sucks. But it is what it is. Anyhow, ranting. I have the tail generating electricity thing. Now I want to make another creature with that. I feel like it would work as like a good primalist. I've been drawing a lot of dinosaurs and stuff lately. Like Dinovember just like hit, and then I'm like, oh, I should draw something. Classic Digimon. Yeah. Yeah, like that's the thing. At the beginning, I want to go like fairly sort of nature, and then I want to go kind of a little more crazy, a little more like no holds barred as to like designs. Like, what? Why is there a chair monster? Like, it doesn't really matter. But anyway, are we actually figuring anything out here? Dive bomb. I like that idea. Let's start with dive bomb for regular Dustwing Falcons. What can dive bomb do? You're saying it smashes their skulls in. It somehow like it confuses them or completely wavers them immediately or something, where it's just like they don't see it coming, kind of like out of nowhere, boom, immediately like wavers your opponent. Something. Does 20 well-being damage. Whoops, 20. Maybe? Or something. I wish I could design these cards without having to just like write notes. It's frustrating because then we could just like make a card. How do I do it? How do we do it? There's not really a way to do it without starting from scratch, maybe. But even then, this is already any more text is not. That's awesome. Discombobulated. It'll definitely have to be. Like, I always put a little bit of like story stuff in there, like if I can. So it'll be like dive bomb of the Dustwing Falcon. I wonder if I can write stuff with text. It's not gonna curse explode. This is such a messy situation here, but we're actually still doing stuff. Like, it's still actually getting stuff done. This is the point. This is what we're doing, right? Dustwing Falcon, I don't know what, dives, descends. Discombob. What? It's discombobulated. Discombobulating. Descends at, I don't know, at an astonishing rate. I don't know, I'm trying to think of something silly. Dustwing Falcon. Wait, well, it wouldn't be left. Or it wouldn't be center justified anyway. Left justified, I guess. Not gonna be using this exactly anyhow, but Okay, but now we gotta get rid of all this junk. Get rid of it, I say. What? How come you no delete? Oh, there we go. Now I want to see this Falcon Duck video. This is great. This is great. I love it. We're getting somewhere. We're getting some like good card dev in here. But I do need to see Falcon versus Duck. I'm gonna guess will give me. Oh no, this poor duck. Oh dear. It's not worth showing, it's sad. Alright. Definitely discombobulated. Well, I shouldn't laugh. It's not funny what it is. It's absurd, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, it's like humorous to be like, oh man, that's reality right there, hey? It's hard not to laugh at the ridiculousness of it all. I'm sorry, Mr. Duck, but that is nature. But I'm not gonna show a duck getting its head smacked in. You guys can find it. It's not that bad. It's just like, yes, he's discombobulated. I love that. Dive bomb discombobulating their target. Oh, I like that we're discombobulating, but then I have to add wavering, which also just adds more for nothing. I don't know if I should, but whatever. Well, we can change the wording if we need to, but who knows? I'm gonna have to change all this stuff at some point, probably, anyways. And wavering. Maybe not, and just put. So hard to write these things. I never know how to make it sound right. Devastating Falcon sends a devastating right, discombobulating their target and causing, inflicting. I don't know. Maybe something like that. Who knows? No, try and make this into a card. I want to try and, yeah, we gotta design an image for Dustwing Falcon. I like that. When they're coming down on that sort of, as you were saying, stealth bomber kind of vibe. I looked up Dustwing Falcon Dive. They don't exist, so there's no references. It's blank. No, it just showed up with all kinds of other falcons, but yeah, pretty much looks like a dive bomb or a stealth bomber. Okay, hey. Quit picking on her. Come up here. Bird likes to pick on the kitty. Kitty. Tail. Tail. Meow. Is it time? What are we doing? ASMR. Oh dear. The tail comes forward to make googles as they dive. The tail comes forward and make googles as they dive. You mean goggles? Maybe? Oh, I'm not sure exactly what you mean. Sorry, is this right? Just to put this back. Weird. I know. Willow's got that motor running. Get her motor running. Goggles. Alright, all this business needs to move on over. Oh, the bird on the screen is for the forms around their eyes for goggles as they fly. Ah, I see. Oops. I guess the tail will be down here. They go around like this, maybe? That's actually a pretty cool idea. Maybe they have, because these were supposed to be like sort of magical crystals, and I think that's sort of how they warp from world to world. But the other two were taken, which is why they can't quite control their powers anymore, and why they've been accidentally warped to Blandia and stuff. So maybe their tail gives some sort of like goggle, like warp goggles or warp protection or something. Like it goes in front of them and they warp through a different world. That's pretty cool. I guess they're a little bit bluer than that. But I don't know. Sometimes I just like randomly go with something, and then I'm not sure if that's what you meant, but well, could be kind of cool. Some sort of like tail force field kind of warp thing. I don't know. Pew pew pew. Oh yeah, for our dust wings. Again, everything in Blandia is going to be fairly bland, so kind of was just going to go pretty brownish gray, but so it's like and then they basically just have their tails like straight. This is like super sharp. I don't know if I'll go this exact sort of perspective, but I think this dive bomb vibe is definitely what we can go for. And I think we'll have to have some, like, obviously some, whoops. Hey, what? Not eraser? Dust coming off their wings. Almost like chemtrails. That or I don't know why I feel like their eyes should be red, but maybe they descend so fast that they get like like they go through the atmosphere and they get like the flames on their wings. They're so fast. Also, about the pilfer idea, could have the characters only being able to steal items of other heroes, but you can only use worlds and selling to get other benefits from stealing. I like that idea. That way it wouldn't be too muddy for some characters only being a steal and sell character. Yeah, okay, I think if I know what you're saying, like, right, yeah, like you could steal them and either like whatever use them or something as a thief, but you'd have to like have, say, a Thief's Guild card or whatever to be able to sell it and get added bonuses from that or whatever as well. Is that sort of what you're saying, I guess? Or like if you were a pirate, you'd kind of pilfer as one of your abilities and kind of, say, steal somebody's pistol and use it, but you can't sell it for extra ammo or attack damage or something until you've got a port card activated, and then you can sell it at the port kind of thing. Is that sort of what you mean? Because that seems pretty rad. I like that idea, actually, if that's what you're meaning. And if it's not, I'm still gonna maybe go with some of that, but yuppers, yeah, I think that's a pretty cool idea. Again, I want to try and write some of these things down. I never, because you give me so many good ideas, then I never think to write them down, then put them all in the ether of things. Oh, and I also haven't been tracking everyone's XP gains as much. Toby's obviously blowing everyone out of the water lately. Cannon fire. Do I have I'm not sure, a pencil? I want to write some of these things down sort of in my mind, or on a piece of paper, so that I have them in my mind for later. What was I writing? Oh yeah, the port thing. Pilfer. Extra bonus bonuses at ports, markets. Yeah, I think it would be cool. Like, again, I'm sure you get that idea. The idea where basically, like, yeah, people could form decks of like all sort of synergistic sort of things where it's like, I've got a whole pirate deck where it's like I've got pirates and pirate crews and ships and weapons and ports and the Oceanica world, and I've got water themed wits and spells and abilities and hi buddy, things like that. Or people can play it however they want and be like, I've got a pirate character, I've got a paladin, I've got a world with fire, I've got spells that'll block this but that'll heal that, and like play a variety of different things. And like, so I think that'd be super cool that like we'll have these sort of synergies of like stealing, and then thieves can sell them at certain cards with certain different abilities, and I think that's pretty rad. And again, it's like you could build it that way where you, like I was sort of saying, I think in Discord when we were mentioning this, but like the idea of like you almost make your deck the CD Mos Eisley. You're like, oh, this asshole's good. Oh, I said wrong words. I said bad words. All right. Well, take care, Saren. Sorry if hopefully it's nothing bad, but thank you for joining us, and it's nice to see you as well. And we'll see you around, hopefully. Take care. Yeah, sorry about that. I hope everything's all right, Saren. But either way, it's awesome for you to join us in any capacity. Anyone ever? What am I drawing here? I don't know. Some weird Vulcan. Yeah, sorry, I was just saying about the different decks and stuff, but basically I like the idea of having the option to make your own variety of decks or have sort of synergies. And if you have like, yeah, oh, I said the bad word, that's what I said. This guy over here comes in with all his cards, and you're like, oh, he's got cards that steal from me, and then he also sells them for bonuses, and he's also got like thieves guilds that help him bring back his thief buddies when they get arrested. I don't know. You know, all these random things, but it would be cool. I just don't like the way this thing draws when I'm streaming. I know, I complain about it all the time, but just an excuse. Just an excuse, man. Also, cool story hook for building weird decks. Say you put a Lark hero into a pirate deck, that can be a side adventure. You have Lark go on just by building a deck. Exactly. That's sort of, yeah, exactly my point. Is that's sort of what I want to do. Is like each character and sort of plot and story and world has their own sort of thing, and yeah, Lark's from Blandia and has these skills and whatever, but it's like the cards themselves kind of can create a story within themselves, and you're kind of like, oh yeah, I'm gonna put Lark in a pirate adventure now, and then like this card totally has a whole new meaning and everything, and like dive bomb looks terrifying. Yeah, it's not the best drawing of a bird, but thank you. It definitely has got some some oomph to it. I don't know, we can soup it up a bit. I should have this, what is it, like, he's like breaking the barrier. I don't know, man. Again, it, I don't want to say it all the time, but it really means a lot that you've taken the time to even just like check out the game and the rules and play the game and everything with me. But like the fact that evidently you think that there's something there, that there's enough there to like brainstorm ideas and to think like how these decks could work and how these different synergies could work and things. And um I don't know, then again, like, I guess it's like not only means a lot, but it just like is validating, and I hope that there is something there, and I hope that we're creating something, as much as like anyone is tuning in or anything. And some of this stuff, it might look messy, but like I think we've got something that could be pretty cool, and a cool game concept where it's like modular a little bit more. You know, people can build it however they want. If they want to have tons of weapons and only a few characters, then fine. If you want to have lots of worlds that affect all of your characters, then that's awesome. If you want to have more creatures, then have more creatures. And if you want to have decks, 20 different decks that are like that, then that's awesome. But like, I don't know, I feel like maybe it's just because that's the way I am, is that I have such a variety of like tastes, that I'm like, I don't want to just have a pirate game. I want a game that I can be a pirate and a farmer and a, you know. Imagine they all pull out from the dive bomb at the last second, but still leaves a dent of some sort into the ground. Yeah, actually that's pretty rad too. Yeah, some sort of almost like a sonic boom, like a, or not a sonic boom, but like a meteor strike, like. It's just smoke, so much dust, and and their target is all discombobulated. They're interrobangs. You have like it's like a crater kind of thing. Meow, meow. I don't know why any of this has ever cleared anybody, but you maybe get the gist. But bird was like, phew, boink, and they're like, pew, off that way. So flames and dive, bomb. Wait, how do you draw a star? The world has been amazing to explore, and I thank you for bringing me into it. Aw, nothing but you. Oh man, thank you. Like, again, I don't know. Some of this, I know I get pretty, I don't know. I second guess a lot of it, and I get kind of down on myself because I'm like, I don't know what I'm really doing. But again, like your support and everyone's sort of support and being here and trying to, like, you know, give me ideas and bounce these things around, I think is really helped kind of solidify it too. So I mean, again, this is our world, and I'm so happy that we can all kind of be part of it. And hopefully it'll just get better and better and bigger, and we'll get some darn cards made. But already I think we've again, sloppy sketches and stuff. But this is it. This is the conceptualization stage, right? Like, and I love this idea of like a Cookie's tail, maybe giving them some sort of like powers or like warp goggles kind of thing. And I like this This flaming dive bomb and I really like the Talon Tornado. I just think that's almost too cool to give away right off. Whoops, Telkin. Right away. That's like, how do I spell Talon? Oh man. Because it's just like, it's so rad. Maybe I'm envisioning it more of a crazy thing than meant, but right, Dustwing Falcons. I like this. I'll have to make a card. Basically, the other thing I want to do, darn it, I can't do it because the text just doesn't work. But I wanted to just try to refine the card designs, like the text and everything. Because right now they're all very ones I've got are very light and designed on purpose. Print sake, but I think which ones we've shown already is not a big deal, but pretty sure we've done a quick-witted quip. But basically, I think I'm gonna stick with what we've got in a way. I want these main actions to be bold so that you can quickly read it, immediately interrupt any player action or attack. Done. That's the gist of the wit. Then all this gives you sort of the directions and whatever. But basically, I'm trying to make things as clear and as crisp as possible and easy to read as possible for just the quick read, the quick glance. And the other thing, yes, have them saved in Pinterest. I know they're on my phone, but oh, hi, Bertie. I didn't know you were in here. Wanna come over here? I don't know if I'm going to find them. Cards? Games? No. Well, sorry, I know people are, I forget, people are like actively watching me sit here and try to figure stuff out. I think it's... I have these like Pinterest ones saved of cards that I think are like the most readable, best designs, and now I can't find them again. Well, I think they were Yu-Gi-Oh, to be honest, but there's several different phases, what is it? Editions, I guess. Oh well. Oh, I guess it wasn't Yu-Gi-Oh, because this is not the designs I wanted. Basically, I'm trying to sort of avoid this kind of thing. Where it's just like, well, first of all, this is not in English, but it's just like all just like super small writing, just this wall of text, and just like, I'm trying to avoid that as much as I can. But oh, did I not save the other thing? No, I did. But again, by trying to avoid that, by doing stuff like this, where we can kind of keep the. Why can I not zoom out here? Or as much as it's sort of got a decent amount of writing, I'm trying to like make it fairly clear, and again with the bold, and then when there's not as important stuff, it's even less highlighted, even lighter in the background. Sort of stipulations and whatever, but I'm trying to find. Anyhow, I guess again I'm just sort of exploring, explaining my thought process here to how I want to try to design these cards, but instead of actually just designing them, well, I have designed them, but Yu-Gi-Oh! Is very complicated with rules. See, I don't know how complicated it is, and I guess again, like, I don't have a super big I don't know, level broad level of experience with card games and designing them, and I don't really know Yu-Gi-Oh's rules and stuff like that. The point of Warp Worlds was to start with a pretty basic idea, but I feel like I've definitely introduced quite a few more mechanics than I originally kind of meant to. A part of that is because I want them to be a little bit like modular and have the option if you want to use them or not. I don't have the ones I thought I did, but anyhow, basically, best thing I think I could find so far is that white text with black outline looks like, to me, the easiest to read, I think, on all backgrounds, on light or dark or complicated or whatever, but I'm trying to think if I have these images. Nope. Me? Nope. Alright, well, now I'm just wasting time for everybody on a stream, trying to find stuff that I don't have. I give up. Like I said, mostly I just want to also, what if selling offered two options? You get a bonus to attack, or you can use it to substitute for a missing element card. That's pretty cool. I like that. Seems like it kind of, you can convert it, or like, yeah, sell it, and they give you a different card. I like that. Selling. Yeah, I like that, and I think it, again, it depends. I think it would be cool depending on what the item is you're selling to. Like if you happen to sell it for, well, I guess you could choose whichever one you want, but like if it was a defense item, you could sell it and maybe get defense. I don't know if you sell it, get an attack bonus if it's a weapon or something, but again, you play depending on the card itself. Because there's going to be a lot of cards. At least I plan on at some point. One card at a time, Matt. One card at a time. We're getting there. I think our first card will be our Dustwing Falcon card, and I'll try to refine it when we aren't online, I guess, because I can't seem to do it. But basically what I was thinking earlier was that Let's save this. First of all, even though it looks sloppy, we have come up with some cool ideas that I want to work with here. Anyhow, why is it always default to damn noisy kids? Should default to creative block, yo. Fair enough. Enjoy your smoke. Kinda jealous, I should go grab a beer. Oh man, come on. Why is that still not? I want this to be white. And then want the background, or we want an edge. We can add an edge actually in the text, but for now I just want to. Yeah, the Dustwing is literal. Like they come from Blandia, which is dusty, and they're supposed to flap like dust, like a little dust tornado or something. So that's actually pretty funny that, yeah, like the dust would flame up as they're dive bombing, just like flaming dust. So to me, this reads the best on light backgrounds and dark backgrounds. I think this is the kind of approach. I don't want to go all white, but I'll probably do that for wits at least. So that they're easy to read. I feel like that reads well, but it also reads well on light. And on like mid-tone. Definitely light on dark reads the best for me. Not all cards will be dark. Meow. I know, kitty. Alright. Well, my cat is meowing. You know what? I'm gonna be right back for a second, and I'm gonna give her a scoop, and I'm gonna grab another beverage. Be right back. We're back. We did it. Excuse me. It's been a while since I drank. I'm not like drinking, but had a beverage a couple days ago, and that's about it. But it's been a while since. It's nice to have a little beverage here and there. No, I'm not condoning that if it's not your thing, but just saying, for me, I don't mind having a little beer here and there. We back! Welcome! I just got back as well. I let the dog out, but I will have to go back and bring her back in. Right, what was I doing? I think we can maybe, I'm trying to think how we're going to work on these cards. I would like to actually design a full card. Maybe I should just, okay, we save this, close this. Recent Wayfinder template. Excuse me. Okay, let's copy this. What? Why did that change? Fonts. Bizarre. Oh my goodness, no! There. Dust, wing. But why is it so big? Ooh. Ooh, just be frustrating. Don't make me get all Bowser on you. Oh! Oh! I don't know what size it was at before. 17? I had to be bigger than that. Align to the center, and then what we will do is turn this on to see how big it was. Much bigger. So let's go to this, and then we'll go next. Wait, what size was it? If we go to this one, I know what I'm doing. I don't. 29, they say. I wonder if I go just to 29. If that will do. $29 looks way too big. $23, $24, $24. Probably that's pretty big, but that'll do, donkey. Yeah, sure. Then we go align, distribute, center. Look at that. Did that work? It did. Looks pretty big. I think we'll have to make it smaller. I think some of the names are just not gonna be as big because that's just how we're gonna have to do it. for certain cards that have big names, yo. It shouldn't be Wayfarer ever, because we've changed it. Be a wild thing, but again, we might... It's going to be an issue with all of this? Why is it doing this? I think they would be light. Ugh, none of these sizes are going to be the same. Kind of hard to make cards when you can't make them consistent. What? Why did it do that? Oh my goodness. You guys, I don't know if this is gonna work. Might just have to be another stream thing or another not on the stream kind of thing. Maybe I'll just make videos of it. Because videos is one thing I don't really do much either. That worked. Because I don't really like editing. Well, it's not that I don't like editing. I just feel like it takes a lot of time. Which it does. But actually to enjoy it, I just don't know if it's worth the time I put in for the views I get. Every time I have to change this font back to the same font. Dustwing Falcon. I don't know. I'm gonna think of a tag. I'm gonna think of some sort of subtitle. I don't know if I had one before or not. Wings of Dust. Dive Bomber. Discombobulating Dive Bomber. Dusty Dive Bomber. For now. Sure. Stealth Assassin. It's almost too cool. I like Stealth Assassin. I think I'll use that for like a G character. A ninja. Not stealthy enough. I like that idea though, where they kind of like sneak up on you to discombobulate you. So fast you don't see it coming. It's air? Yeah, they would be Atmos. I don't think their attack would be 40 though. Probably a pretty low attack, but then their dive bomb would be strong. Who knows? 10? Why is this? It's because it's all bold, I think. I don't like this one bit. Not one bit, I say. Yeah, see, like the 0, like that's bold. It shouldn't be bolded. Even though it says it's regular, it's lying. Lies! Oh, that's frustrating. Hardened flyer. Ooh. That. It's frustrating me that I have to change all this. This is not, that's why it doesn't look right. This is not the right font. Even though it says it's the right font, it is not. This is... Yeah, for sure. Low defense is right. Yeah, it'd be pretty terrible. I'm just like, I can kill leopard easily. Well, dang it. This is not working for me. I feel like I'm wasting all this time trying to do something that's just not going to work here. And I'm sorry for everyone involved. Especially, and by that I mean pretty much Tobias and possibly Cosmo. Come on! Alright. That'd be a way to do something productive here today. Well, we got some stuff done. I actually probably can't stick around for too much longer anyhow, but miss this. I miss our stream time, guys. If you want to be able to do it, I can do more. Now that rehearsals are done. This is it. This is it. This is the number one thing. Not doing shows, not social media posts for them. Doing all their promos. It's great and all, but like, this is what I want to do. This is what we need to do. Making games, art, connecting, live streams, bringing artists and friends and creative minds together and telling stories. I don't know. I guess I'm on the Dustwing Falcon thing. Making a card's not going to really work, sort of, but we can try to like play with some. Still with the Dustwing Falcon idea. I'm trying to think of how to do. Yeah, like I want to have them make a little like mini tornado if they can. So I think that'll be their other main attack or main wit. Some sort of dust nado, dust cloud. Oh man, Talon Tornado's so cool. Just too awesome. Oh, Talon Tornado would still work. No, it's too cool. It needs to be like a super major, crazy awesome thing where you're just like, what is that? That's a Talon Tornado. This could be a Talon Tornado though. But I feel like it's their wings that's making this dust wing. This looks silly. Not that bad. I don't like their face very much, though it doesn't look like a falcon. not an idea for the game, but just a fun thought. They make a dust tornado and fly through it at high speeds to light themselves and the tornado on fire. Why is that not an idea for the game? All your ideas are ideas for the game. Everything you say can and will be used for the game. You can't put anything that I'm not gonna steal. Again, I'm not gonna steal it. I would actually honestly love to give as much credit where credit is due, as much as I possibly can, for anyone and everyone's ideas and suggestions. And I don't think I have like the best memory in the world, but I think for the most part I try to remember who gives me what ideas and where they've all kind of came from, but it might get more complicated. Anyhow, that's an awesome idea. Again, like, you know, like card game. Again, the idea eventually is that the card game is just something that I thought I could actually kind of manage, and here we are, not being able to manage it that well, but because it was mostly within skill set that I thought I had. Like I could draw and write words and make paper cards. Legal contract, use anything and everything silly ideas to throw out. Yes, there we go. It's in the chat. That's it. You saw it right there, ladies and gentlemen. Pius says it in the chat that I can use any and all their ideas. Legal contract. I have nail polish on. My hands aren't that gross. I mean, it's on purpose for Jack Sparrow, because I'm just like, I don't want to like actually have gross fingernails that much, but this is just like quick and easy nail polish on the edges to make it look like from a distance. It's just like, hands are a little bit piratey, but like, I don't really like, there's people and food and stuff. Also, like, I usually wash my hands pretty often, but anyway, they all look kind of grimy from far, but the actual nails are clean. Anyway. Woof! My dog is barking. Okay. BRB. Oh my goodness. Sorry. I'm not gonna put it up the side. I'll be right back. Holy moly. This is the reality. It's the real life, people. I have animals to deal with. Soon I will have a little baby daughter. Did you know that, Toby? I know you knew that we're having a kid, but did you know that it is a daughter? I'm not sure if you knew. We're having a little baby daughter, we found out a few days ago. And, the beverages found at a 7-Eleven, random 7-Eleven on the way back from our last prenatal appointment, that this one 7-Eleven had a can of dragon fruit Red Bull, which has been discontinued for like 1.5 years or something now. And it's like my all-time favorite drink. It was like so tasty. It's just the taste. Like, I don't even care about the energy drink necessarily. It just was good. And I found a big can of it and it was all dented up. And she said that it was from, they were doing construction on the cooler. And they found it at the back. So I'm going to drink that upon the birth of my daughter. That'll be my cigar. It'll be dragon fruit, beat up dragon fruit Red Bull. Discontinued. It's like treasure, man. Yar, I'd be treasure. I'd be finding. I found a treasure at the 7-Eleven. Actually, this is where I got the beer. 7-Eleven. The 7-Eleven sold beer. Sold beer and wine. I was like, well, I have to buy it. just because. That's honestly why, like, I honestly haven't drank like beer or bought beer, I guess, for home in quite some time, and I did because I was like, 7-Eleven has beer? It has one less case of beer now. But anyway, let's get back on track. I love the idea of the flaming tornado thing. Like, that's super smart. It's gotta be some sort of super wit. Like, now they've got, they could have 3 wits. Wife on the way. Hi, wife. Hey, see you soon. Oh, it's the time crunch. The wife's on the way. We gotta make something happen. We gotta make something productive. I do think I love that, going through the tornado at high speeds. Like, again, that's just such a cool like power move. Like, I'm trying to think how to make that. Like, it almost might have to be a different, like a variant of the dust wings. Like, might have to almost have like flame wing falcons or something, where it's like they're from like the world of Lavala instead of Blandia or whatever, where it's like Lark thinks they're just dustwing falcons, and they're like, oh, like, yeah, they create dust clouds, and then it's like, what? They create flaming dust clouds here? Great. That's fun for everyone. Well, wait, but yeah, this is it coming out of there, but what you said was like, yeah, they make it, and then it like, they fly through at such high speeds that it ignites the dust cloud. It's pretty sweet. Like, they would have to like create the cloud and then like circle it and then like light it up. Like, that's such a sweet idea. Anyway, like, that's, I think, what I was getting on. I got all sidetracked, but like, the card game is just like supposed to be something I thought I could do. It's turned out to be quite complicated, but what I want to do is like an animated series, a full thing. I want this to be taking over the world. I want this to be like, the next Pokemon or whatever, where it's just like bigger than Pokemon. Like, I want it to be, has a story and have these sort of episodes and abilities and things that we could see, where it's like maybe it doesn't exactly relate to the card game, but the point is to have that sort of connected. Could be the Woo's version of the card, yeah. You're saying with that's what I mean with the Talon Tornado would be pretty good. A Talon Tornado and Flaming Talon Tornado. It's like, God, it only gets worse. Evidently, I'm not very good at drawing tornadoes. You gotta think of them more like a cone shape, I guess. But yeah, no, I like that idea that they like go through and ignite it. Seems like a phoenix skill of some sort too. It'd be cool actually if you could Okay, like I really need more mechanics. It could be a weft somehow, like the synergies with like different wild things would be kind of interesting. Like you could do two different wild things create different, like an attack where it's like Dustwing Falcon creates the the dust tornado, and then the Phoenix runs through it to create the flame tornado or something. But again, getting a little too complicated. I can't wait to watch the first episode. Yes! I know, I feel like I should almost just be trying to animate this stuff anyways, just straight off the top. Like, that's what I mean. I'm kind of like taking these steps, and it's like, do I just like do not pass go and do not collect $200 and just be like, alright, just start with making the series? But again, like, clearly my art skills aren't quite up to par with what I would like to do for the series, but that is awesome though. I like the idea of the variant. Each variant, and they make an elemental tornado. That's so smart. Yeah, why not? Yeah, that's super great. There should be basically a wing falcon of each type, like Dustwing, Fire, Flame Wing, Water Wing, and then as they all combine. An elemental tornado, lightning wing, or bolt wing or something. I don't know what I'm doing, but it's fun. That's what it's all about. Just keep convincing yourself that. No, Matt, that's what it's all about. I was thinking about those things today and how it's like, we're only here for so long, you know what I mean? Yeah, Yami. We're all only here for so long. We gotta just embrace what brings us joy. And sometimes maybe it doesn't make sense, like drawing random tornadoes. Dustwing, Frostwing, yes. Flame Ring, Fling Wing, Lightning Wing, Light Wing, Dark Wing, Woo's Wing. Ooh. Frostwing's perfect. Now I just want to draw these wings. This art. This is so bad. Oh, Matt. It's not about being good. It's not about. Oh, I watched this video. I wish I could remember it. What it was called. It was something like Two Monkeys Do Art or something. But it was like one was all about. It was so relatable. It sucked. Like cartoon monkeys or whatever. But it was just like one's like trying to be a perfectionist and trying to make the best art and the best strokes, try to be the best, and then the other one's just like having fun and just creating art. It's like the one's getting nowhere by always restarting, and then the other one's getting everywhere by just like embracing the creativity of it all. It's like I feel like I'm that first monkey where it's like I try to do everything perfect to the point where I get nowhere anyway. So I'm trying to embrace it more. I'm trying to do it. That's what some of these streams really help, honestly. As much as this is sort of messy to me, this means way more mentally and creatively than I think it actually probably comes off as to some people. But also, that tornado could be its own card. It could only be played if you can summon a wing of each element or such. Maybe it wipes the board or wipes items and such. That's pretty sweet, yeah. Almost like the Wispening card, or Wispening phase in a way, but yeah, that's pretty cool too. Sort of like we do it with the wings and or even other creatures too, where it's almost like the evolutions, where it's like each creature, if you get like one of each elemental type of that creature, you can create a whatever that creature's or that wild wing or that wild thing's sort of combined ability would be. Like with all the wings it would be a tornado, but if it's a some sort of water thing, it would be some sort of water tornado. What is those? Maelstroms. Frostwing. I don't know, I just like picture that sort of like almost instead of a tornado, just like that sort of spread of icicles across the ground. But I don't know. Well, we didn't really get all the cards we kind of hoped to maybe develop today, but I think we came up with some really cool ideas. Actually, I should probably think about creeping on out of here soon. But again, as sloppy as this is, like I was saying, this means a lot to me, and I think we've developed a lot of cool ideas. I really like this idea of the Dustwing, or a different, maybe wing, like a flame wing, either creating flaming tornadoes or going through them at high speeds and igniting them on fire. I think that's really cool. I think this elemental sort of multi-wisp or multi-wonder NATO is really cool, where you have to collect each of the different wings, the frost wing, flame, etc. Dust. I think that's super cool. And we did come up with the dive bomb idea, where we discombobulate. I don't know, we could adjust some of this, but I think an instant waiver is pretty cool. We haven't chosen how much this might cost. I'd say probably another 2. And they're probably, like you said, a glass cannon, so they're a little bit pretty weak. Aside from dive bomb, might cause some pretty good damage. I like this whole dive bombing and breaking the atmosphere and stuff. Cookie coming out with maybe some cool goggles with their sort of tail plumes. This sort of retractable goo musculature goes into sort of a hollow bone or exoskeleton kind of system. Is pretty cool idea. We can explore a little bit more maybe. That I I'll have to think about a little bit more, but I think that'll be a really cool idea to explore for some big sort of insect-like creatures, and or some big like crustacean crab-like creatures for our Oceanica world. Down here we came up with or I say we, but again, credit to Cosmo Hama for and Tobias Washburn for a lot of these ideas already today. But the Talon Tornado, I think, is a really cool name and a cool idea, but I think we could go with like a Warped or the Woo's Infected Dustwing Falcon. Would be really cool to have a Talon Tornado, where they're just like this disastrous, monstrous mess. And we got some notes. Even though I ended up deleting some of them because they were such a mess. But We got some. We thought of some down here. I feel like I don't know. I feel like this white with black works the best. Like it looks good on dark, looks good on white, looks good on medium tone. Pretty easy to read. I feel like personally that we can avoid some of those tiny little walls of text as we continue building our cards into our more beta phase, I guess. Actually more like real cards that are going to hopefully synergize and to build into actual decks. And so this really works because the Dustwing Falcon is a Blandian wild thing. I love this dive bomb here we sort of came up with. I think that's a pretty cool idea actually, where you're seeing kind of like almost like a dent in the ground or like a crater as they dive bomb and discombobulate their target. This was a little kooky we drew, pretty cute. Which again, like I said, I think I kind of like that idea that maybe make the goggles or something with their plumy tendril kind of things. Anyhow, we're just kind of recapping, but you've been here all the time. But hey, thank you for tuning in, Tobias and Hannah/Cosmo and Saren. If I don't think you're there, but thank you for tuning in, and Antiterra / my wife Tara, and I guess our little daughter in there, and our two little friends, Parker and Orlando, they were watching over. And thanks everybody for tuning in. I didn't do the Patreon thing, but boy howdy, I want agreed on the color. Did we agree on the color? Oh, I think maybe you're talking about down here for the things. I don't know, but what was I saying? Yes, patrons. Man, I'm sorry. That's another thing. Hey, Tobias, and any patrons or anybody out there, if you got some ideas of things that I can do to better give you some cool perks and provide some stuff for you guys, I would really like to do that this month and really start to pay back. So thank you so very much for everyone supporting us or on Patreon. Again, some of these are just gift memberships, but Tobias, thank you for being a paid member. And Jared Timmerman, World Serendipity, Indie Game Origin, World Serendipity was in the chat earlier. They've got some awesome comics coming out. Let's check them out. Indie Game Origin, Matthew DeRoche, Puff, and I think they've changed their name, their handle to Egg Slug on Blue Sky. I'll have to check it out, but I think their handle's still Puff on Blue Sky, Puff the Dank Lord. Richard Pringle, Bell Sheepy, Mrs. Artism, The Other James, Magic Chemist, Tobias Washburn in the house, Nico M. I think some of these people may have left by now. Do some updates. As I said, I really need to be a little bit better on Patreon, and I'm sorry to everybody there. Let's do some awesome stuff this month. Thank you for tuning into our live stream. It's been a while, and it's not going to be a while. Hopefully tomorrow, Monday. Let's get back. No, it's Tuesday. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Oh man, tomorrow Wednesday. Let's do. I think we're gonna try to make it around 1, but maybe I'll try to do a little bit later. I don't know if I can do later. 1 or earlier. Anyway. Love you all. Thank you for joining us. And goodbye. Have another beer, Matt. That'll make you more articulate. Still on?